Hey guys, I wanted to take you guys on a walkthrough through my dumpster fire of a house that is going to be my new goth house. I'm across the street right now because I want to show you how big this tree is. It's over 100 years old, towers above every other tree on the street, and is about 3 times the size of the house. So yeah, that's a great tree. I'm glad I don't have to remove it. Pausing to let traffic through. Alrighty. Okay, so the outside I'm not changing much. I'm going to be painting the posts black as well as the green bits. So it'll be a monochrome. The door, which is a nice old school looking door, is going to be purple. We opened up the ceiling here to put some pipes in and discovered a whole bunch of knob and tube wiring intermingled with the piping, which is really terrible idea. Okay, so let's see. First floor. Here's the dining room slash game room. It was all covered in really terrible 70s wallpaper and a carpet that had soaked up decades of smoke, and you can see the remnants of the wallpaper up there. 70s goodness. So this is going to be painted orange, and I'm going to stencil in a damask pattern. Behind it, facing the street, is a very small little sitting room, which I will be painting charcoal. And my mom has already voiced her displeasure at my plans to do that. Okay, I want to show you, this is the original outside wall of the house. The house on paper is 98 years old, so this is the original plaster wall. And they had built an addition sometime in the 40s and 50s. And here, I don't know what's going on there. I'm just going to ignore it because honestly it's not worth it. But you can see kind of a tile down there. I'm very confused. And this is not drywall over the plaster, it's just plywood. Really old, terrible plywood. So I'm gonna see how that paints, and I've got a new sheet to patch up the bit that we had to take down. Alright, so this is the addition they built in the 40s and 50s. You can see it. Check out the cupboards. Look at that vintage 50s style. Yep. Also, it's really short. Like it's actually me sized, because every other counter I had was way too tall at standard height. This house is really small and it's just perfect size for me and nobody else. I've had tradespeople come through and keep having to tell them to watch their head because I'm just used to walking through it with no problem. Alright, so the carpet was also on the stairs, and we removed that, and we have to scrape all this crap off. I say we, and it's really me, and sometimes my mom comes over and refuses to leave. Okay. Here's the floor that's sinking upstairs, and part of the reason is that this is the original subfloor, and then they put another subfloor on top of that, and all the joists are 30 inches apart, which is way too wide. So we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna get a whole new subfloor so I can put hardwood on it. Okay, here's a really weird thing. There is a pass-through window for no reason over there. I'm not sure what the purpose is, because why would you do that in a bedroom? But okay. Alright, and this is the subfloor that was so badly laid down it made me mad. You can see that the contractors had torn up some already to see what was underneath. And you can see a seam right here, yeah? So what you're supposed to do is stagger the subfloor pieces, so none of the seams line up. So you think, yeah, that's perfect right there. There's a staggered piece that you can put another piece down. No, they had cut out a section that was exactly this wide, so they can lay down another piece right here that was tiny. It's like a foot wide, and then put down a whole piece like that, right where the seam is to the wall. I don't know why they did that instead of just doing it properly staggered. All right. Now let's see. Let's take a look at the hilariously bad bathroom. This was all tiled, and I removed the old tile. And okay, so I discovered it's just on top of a very odd paper-based board instead of drywall or, you know, moisture-resistant drywall like you're supposed to. And underneath that was all of this fake vinyl tile. I don't know how old this is. It may be original from 1919. Or the 40s. Actually, probably the 40s. Yeah, and they just didn't remove it and put a boards all just right over it. And honestly, at this point, that's the way I'm gonna do it too. Only I'm gonna use, you know, like moisture resistant drywall sheets. Yeah, this is kind of hilarious. And there's wallpaper under here that you can see after we tore the boards off. Here is the terribly framed wall they put up to put this bathroom in the first place, done with 2x2s, and the blocks are not staggered. So, I mean, I could leave this wall because it's okay. It's terribly done, but it's okay. So I might just leave that and not give myself more work, but this wall needs to be redone completely. Like you can see, this is not even, like they had 2x4s and they just turned them the wrong way when they framed this. And there's no stud in the middle. So this is just like one extra wide frame with no support. And they had stuffed a bunch of loose boards inside the wall, and I don't know what they thought that was going to do. But they did it. So I'm definitely going to have to reframe this wall and put the tabs back in here. Also, this is the smallest bathtub I've ever seen, which, meh, it's kind of cute. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and the entire second level is going to be purple, and I'm finally going to have my purple room like I always wanted. So that's that.